All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Vigilantes, Season 2, Episode 11.
All right, it is going to be an absolute catastrophe. No,
Indeed.
It is a catastrophe.
Right, two catastrophes even. A CC of sorts. Sorry, Captain Celebrity. Yeah, this is the most important lift of your life, and oh hey, there's flying bombs coming at you.
Yeah, that don't stop exploding after they've already exploded.
Right, they never stop blowing up.
Yeah.
Bit of a problem.
Bit of a problem, and all you have to help you is a little guy who can adhere to things.
Exactly, because
that might help.
All the other heroes are back there.
Up actually inside the thing you're trying to protect.
Right.
Yeah, because this place has no security. No one visually looking out there. In the tech-heavy world of MHA, no, security cameras, no, sensors.
No aerial footage,
Nothing.
And you know that these heroes that have various different means of mobility and cool powers and all of that stuff are not going to get here. Well, no, actually, they might get here.
They might get here.
That would really help my immersion with this a lot. As if it's like, oh no,
they're literally all going to be showing up at the very beginning of the episode.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Without further ado, let's get into this. Yes.
I don't think he'll be able to easily put it on though while his hands are.
No, it's about he needs to decide to go and be a hero now. Yeah.
Okay. What are the other heroes doing? Oh, lovely.
Well, communication disruption can only mean one thing: invasion. So now, go.
Yeah, no more dilly-dallying. Action time. Wait. How?
How? Yeah.
How? That I don't... I understand not having a signal. Yeah, that person's smartphone works.
Yeah. They can't even be consistent. Like, an EM pulse, sure, but... Okay. Maybe it wasn't a smartphone that you saw. We're not in the presence of civilians.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we are. Respond to what? You haven't moved. You haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Dilly out the tasks. Yeah. No, this is good. Okay. No, this is good. Don't... Yeah, you can't have them all panic. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Part of being a hero is making sure that everybody
people stay calm and don't freak out.
Calm and isn't losing hope. Yeah.
Right. So the people that don't have powers that would be helpful for dealing with this situation.
Yeah. You guys go there.
As crazy as it might sound, Midnight might actually be the perfect anti-panic hero because she can just put everyone to sleep.
Almost blacked out. Yep.
Right, because it's not just don't lose consciousness, it's don't let them move you.
Right, because as long as he's touching it, he can extend his force field out. All right. Yeah.
Okay, he did put it on.
Oh,
right, so
shit. Okay.
All right, cool.
Right, yeah, why not? I just have a swollen eye. Like, this is nothing.
Right. I've taken hits before.
Oh! He's got literal video game exploding parts that I can shoot.
Cool. Yeah.
So I don't need to be doing that much damage.
Right. All I need to do basically is interrupt the attacks.
SGBBBBB.
Okay.
Just hit one.
Yeah.
Right. We're winning already. Just by buying time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course I am. Otherwise we're screwed.
Yeah, what else are we gonna do? Exactly. My boy.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh! Hey!
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hold on tight!
Yep.
Alright.
Getting the backstory.
Oh. Wait.
The person who was never wowed by all your, you know.
Yeah. She's short. Or he's just tall.
Yeah, probably both.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Ever heard of RBF? And then she punched him in the face. Yep.
What?
I love that it's like this cute background track while this is happening. Damn. Uh-huh.
Jeez. Oh, you just figured that out.
Not on your life.
Wait, where'd that come from? No, that's not true.
It'll be like gentle and slow and stuff.
Oh. Wait. This
That's
is really
sweet.
cute.
Yeah.
And let's go.
Yeah, people pleaser. And then when he's forced to actually consciously think about other people's feelings and stuff, then he can actually be pretty solid. Well,
probably for a time.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't hate you. I don't hate you too. The foundation of a fantastic.
My God.
Oh no.
Well, no wonder it had so many problems.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
They had to show a shot of 3 girls like,
right.
scowling. Like he's Gaston with his.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Aw, that's cute. And real life begins.
だけど結局君には怒られてばかりだったね。だんだん仕事もうまくいかなくなって、仲のいい友人だと思っていた人たちが人からお金を騙していたり。
Oh jeez.
僕が悪いことになったり。一体どこで間違えたんだろう。僕はどうすればよかったんだろう。
Cool transition.
家庭のことも世の中のことも。
But at least here, it's simple. I'm just taking all 50,000 of these people out for a balloon ride.
Just being a really strong balloon. Attaching it to the house before it falls apart, you know? Yeah. That's right, that's right.
Right, it's real simple.
Oh, is he throwing one? Oh, the explosion itself.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
it's learning! It's learning!
I'd be more worried about yourself, Koichi. Wait, what?
Nice!
Okay! Alright, people are actually showing up now.
He got here from his district before the actual heroes got
in the actual facility.
Dang, good eyes, Teresa.
Okay.
Okay, we got everybody coming in, okay. Yeah, what?
The eternal question.
Alright, we got a massive dragon now.
Right. Because we do have a lot of flying heroes.
Oh yeah, we gotta have the coolest
there we
animation.
Here we go.
Boom!
Oh, mate.
I mean, this is a big,
well, that's true.
Big deal here. Oh. Nice. Nice.
He said the thing.
Is it full throttle? They might have said plus ultra, but.
Alright, Headshot, do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. We got you. It doesn't matter.
It's just so crazy.
So he's just piercing the entire thing.
Oh my god. Alright, CC, you can stop now.
Oh.
And then the speedster appears.
I mean, he can't get up here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Has he taken like a lot of internal damage? He turns around, he's already falling.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
僕は初めて君に褒めてもらえるような気がするよ。僕はかっこよかったから、君にふさわしいパートナーだと思ってもらえるかな。
Oh!
Whoa, hang on.
Otherwise, I'm gonna die too.
Yeah. Oh, and protecting him. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, what do we got?
いやいや、ないない。それはないな。皆さん、悪あがきの団体戦で随分食い下がってくれちゃいましたけど、体的にこっちが有利。それは実験のために小出しにしてただけで、血が好きな時に決められるんすよ。
Well,
oh, just to free it. Okay. Then
it's gonna go around. Damn it. Super speed orders on his mobile phone. Oh my god.
Right. Yeah, that's what you really have to worry about.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because that was always the issue, right? It's even if Captain Celebrity can hold it up from like tilting over, what happens if one of them just goes to bomb the place at a different area? Whole thing falls.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Sky Egg is going down.
Yep.
I'm really surprised it took this long to fire a bomb cluster at the bottom of the thing there.
Because that's what they did the first time, and they had multiple other ones flying around.
Right, right. But yeah, I guess the thought is that his force field is so strong that it can hold up the entire thing, regardless of what angle it's on or anything like that. Because as long as he's touching it, I guess maybe it works. But I would have liked to see like the actual visualization to show that he is actually keeping it up with that. Because they started to transition from like, oh, now that we know what his power is, to be like,
now
here's a yellow thing to show that it actually always was there all along. But they didn't do it here, so you couldn't tell. Is it actually extended up to the thing there and not covering him, and that's why he's taking all the damage? I would assume that's what it is.
Sure.
But is he actually then able to extend it all the way around?
Right, or is it just oh no, he, like, if he has perfect control of the force field, theoretically you could say, oh, he puts it over himself, and then that gives him kind of infinite strength, right? And so as long as the spot that he's holding on to is able to support the rest of the
that's
thing.
That's the thing that I think would be cool to have clarified by actually showing the force field.
Right, and so
this is just one of those weird episodes where, like, the best part about it was when it wasn't actually focusing on the plot of the conflict, because the plot of the conflict felt so contrived and paper thin in terms of its thought behind it that I loved when we actually got Koichi talking to Captain Celebrity and trying to keep him awake and be like, come on, Captain, just stay awake.
Yep.
And I don't have to think about the scaffolding of how we got here.
Right.
And just the idea of like, okay, this guy is a big, dumb idiot. Like this guy is stupid. Like, he's the example of the jock bro frat boy that got popular enough because he was a good enough person that he was actually pretty damn heroic, and his power was great enough that it carried him even farther beyond that part.
The high school and college kind of like mini little bubble that you can live in where, you know, oh, you're popular and so everything's great, and expands out into adulthood because now he's a superhero.
Right. It actually kind of works in that way, and it feels in a lot of ways like a young, dumb, hot-blooded, like, professional athlete should, you know?
Where all of a sudden the world's clapping them upside the head. And, And I loved that, right? Like, and it was a fun balance of giving additional context to Captain Celebrity as a character while not feeling entirely disingenuous to the very flawed person we were introduced to when he was brought in. So like the idea, like it felt like a bit of a twist on the kind of like Mr. Incredible Bob Parr thing of like, I'm the man who can do everything. I'm in a courtroom.
Yeah.
What do I do here? You know
what? Like, I don't understand how I got here. There's something kind of fun, and I would say a little bit nuanced. It's not super nuanced, but the idea that there are people that succeed so much at things that they don't actually develop a lot of critical thinking in order to adjust and adapt to the environment that they're in.
Yep.
And he's kind of like that. He basically just applied the same method over and over and over again.
And it always worked. Yeah.
And in some ways, the way that he pursued his now wife or ex-wife, that's all the whole thing.
Yeah.
Actually kind of reinforced that, because when he had a point where something was out of his reach through his typical people-pleasing, you know, balloon kind of method here, it actually ended up working, but you could tell if you had, you know, any level of understanding of relationships that this relationship was doomed from the start.
Right.
Because it wasn't built on actual, like, solid stuff.
Right.
So when she starts talking about how when he's proposing that, well, when comparison to every other bit of horrible person out there in the world, like, this doesn't seem that bad. that says actually a lot about her too.
Oh, it does. Oh,
in a
100%.
lot of ways that maybe they deserve each other in a lot of ways.
Sure.
Because their view of the world is paper thin, while his is exceedingly optimistic and kind of dumb and ignorant. Hers is extremely skeptical, sees no like positive things in the world, and thus maybe in a lot of ways assumes a lot of like ill intent and motive and scheming and or like just negative stuff from him, when it's like, no, he's like Kronk. He's that dumb. It does not even go that deep.
It's a different kind of ignorant for her.
Exactly.
But it's still a form of ignorance.
Right.
And the fact that I think, so the backstory I thought was great. The whole idea of like, no, like we can see the part of him that was endearing and everything, and that he did become a bit of a better person because of her, and like, you know, okay, working on himself and like being a bit more self-aware. Still not a lot, right?
No.
But like it was something, and so it's like, okay, cool, you know, something's
easily
happening there.
taken advantage of.
Right.
Also doesn't have a lot of self-awareness. Also not very responsible. Also just still kind of stuck in that people-pleasing, above all else kind of mode.
Bad combo all around.
Bad combo,
But then on top of that, the fact that they had her give that speech, and it's like, oh, they're at a date. Cool. All right. You know, and so this is the like, all right, I guess I'm warming up to him or whatever. But no, then we cut to him on one knee with the ring, and it's like, oh, God. Like, this, bad idea. Bad idea. Like, hey, you know, if they're together and they've decided maybe to not get a divorce, I hope they can work things out. I wouldn't bet on them, you know, but like...
It's possible.
All right.
I've seen worse foundations for marriage. Oh, my God.
And
oh, wow.
Using that for the... Okay, let's get to know him as a person as he potentially dies.
Yeah.
While I don't like any of the actual conflict of the episode in the present, I do like that as like a, all right, cool. And yeah, the moment where Koichi turns back and he's just already fallen, nice. I don't buy that he actually took that kind of damage, because all we saw was some bloody forehead and all that stuff. You know, no actual wounds on the exterior, but okay, you know.
Yeah, you know, this is the kind of thing where his powers and the way that they decided to progress the plot all feel like they could have been done and explained better.
Yeah.
Not in a, if you had explained it better, that would have solved all of my problems with this episode. No. I oh my God. I don't even want to go into it basically, but like this was an example, if you will, of where this season felt like it has gone away from the whole vigilante side of things. And I would have liked this to just be a fast, quick tragedy that just, yes, it's going to fall. It's a horrible thing. Bad things will happen. The heroes will fail. And we'll lose trust in heroes and all that stuff. But no, because this is vigilantes, we have to see this dragged out like there's any way this should not end in tragedy.
Right.
And then pretend like Captain Celebrity's powers, which are being very vaguely used here, to like, and then also then have some kind of
The general tone and everything feels like it's gone in a different direction, and an episode like this I could accept a lot more easily if it was in a show that clearly communicated from the get-go that the conflicts were going to be like this, where it's like that bit, you know, like hammy and cheesy corny, and there's going to be the conflicts, but the conflicts, they're not really going to make sense, but don't look at it too closely because that's not the point of it, you know? But we've had conflicts where it was engaging. You could look at it and it did hold up under scrutiny, right? Like, you know, various things like that. And so it's like, why now?
Why now?
Why now? Why do it for like something that is given this much like narrative import, right? Whereas if it was for some like random mission or something like that, okay, yeah, whatever, it's not important.
But no, we have 50,000 people. We have named characters. We have Deku's mom up in there.
We have like every hero other than All Might and Aizawa, I guess, because he was, you know, on the ground and all that stuff.
Endeavor.
And Endeavor. Yeah. Basically in this thing, this, sky egg, whatever, right? If someone's attacking this, if you feel an earthquake potentially, you know exactly where the problem is. It's the spindle that's holding up the 50,000 people. It doesn't take a lot of thinking to come to that conclusion. You also, as we established, have several flying people. One of them very easily could
get
just
out and
go check
circumnavigate the whole area and within a short amount of time.
And the whole idea of like, oh, there's a power outage, so we can't access the staircases. Are you telling me that any one of your strength-enhanced people can't just rip the doors open, right? And be like, all right, everybody, get down there. Oh, hey, we have other people that can fly and stuff. All right, awesome. We are going to be getting you down quickly. Maybe we'll even use midnight to knock you all out so that way no one's panicking and we can just, like, people shoot them down.
That'd probably be a little bit slow. You probably want people to work with you. I think your points you're bringing up are pretty solid by the by. But I think what you're bringing up specifically is more the issue that the story, when we talk about scaffolding, there's times when a story is written backwards and you can tell because it's important sometimes that as you're writing a story or what have you, you write it a little bit backwards.
Sure.
You basically I want to have a sky egg action
right. This will be a powerful moment
to elevate Captain Celebrity as a character.
Mm-hmm.
To have all this stuff be something that feels very intense. We're going to have all these named characters. We're going to have tons of people in here.
Yep.
But then we have to have a reason as to why they're not all immediately solving the problem. And this is the kind of thing that goes through the head of someone writing this and stuff. But you didn't sell us, I would say, on a good enough series of reasons as to why the heroes were not doing anything for all this time and or not able to have been communicated about this again and
it's not just that. There were little details in the episode that felt like they were trying to explain to us, the audience, why they haven't already appeared because of how we've seen events take place and all that. But they could have gone for no, it actually hasn't been happening linearly. This place is massive. It has 50,000 people. They've been working to get out of there this entire time, or some people being sent, and it just takes a while. Oh, I could have theoretically bought that. Instead, they go for okay, there's multiple explosions, and after there's been multiple explosions, and they're like, oh, wait, this might actually not be an earthquake, which it wouldn't make sense that any of the heroes would actually be thinking that in the first place. That'd just be the thing that they tell people or whatever. But then they also tell people that it's not an earthquake or whatever, right? And then they go and they have their meeting where they talk about what to do when they're actively in the air. There's 50,000 people up here. And realistically, a decision like this, while it might be important to have some people do it, you have a few people that are like, all right, everybody is mobilizing. Okay, let's think about this strategy. What kind of ways do we direct them? Cool. But doing it like this, it's these 50,000 people should be dead. Right? Like, due to story conventions, Captain Celebrity's going to hold out as long as you need him to, but that also takes away the tension and the stakes for us, right? Whereas, it really didn't feel like the heroes were treating it like the emergency it was. There were little things that were helpful and nice, like, okay, some do need to stay behind to keep the people calm because, oh shit, this is a crazy thing that's happening, right? On top of the whole idea that, we saw the thing list, and then Captain Celebrity catches it. That means that all the 50,000 people in there had this happen to the ground, right? Like you're gonna know what's going on.
Don't get into the whole obviously there's there's a lot of issues you could get into. I just don't think it's worth our time going all the way into the details of it. But then this is where you have full tragedy here. And I hope they don't try to pretend that this can just be solved like this.
Yeah, All Might flies in and catches the whole thing.
No, the explosion that happened here, and the angle that we're seeing the actual thing. I mean, assuming already the tilt of the angle of perspective here, it is now tilted to at least a 25-degree angle at least, and that's being generous.
The column is effectively gone. It is not supporting anymore.
Well, no, it's there, but I'm talking about just look at the egg. All those people suddenly just went boom. Now it's a tragedy. Now you have tons of people smacking into tons of other people. You're going to have people suffocate.
Yeah.
because they are piled on top of hundreds of other people.
If not thousands of people are probably dead, should be dead right now.
But this is the kind of thing where I'm basically saying with what the show has set up thus far, I don't trust them to handle this well.
Right.
Because they couldn't even just do this is a horrific tragedy. The story could do so much more about the devastation with the people after this whole event. But hey, that could be season 3. But we'll see. Most of my issues are just with the plot conflict and the pacing and stuff. So I'm excited to see the character decisions with our main cast.
Yes.
After this here. But yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. Get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. Also, be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.